Good day, everyone. For those of you that don't know who I am, my name is Ben Abo, but we're going to address that here in a moment. This is the January 2021 address. New year, new we. We finally can say that hindsight is 2020 and actually mean it. It's been a long year, a lot of changes, a lot of things going on in Gainesville, nationally, internationally. Just it's been a heck of a year. So happy new year to everybody. And now we can really kind of move on from there and go on. There have been a lot of changes. And for those of you that don't know, it's officially Facebook status worthy that I am now transitioning or have transitioned from Associate Medical Director of Tech Rescue to Medical Director of Gainesville Fire Rescue. I am very honored. I am very appreciative and I'm very humbled. What I want to do is introduce myself to those of you that don't know about me or who I am, and kind of make some promises to you as well as request some promises from you. Um, there are a lot of people now in the department since I had left the city full time, that don't know who I am. So that's why I'm going to talk a little bit more in terms of my history in a moment. I do look familiar because I've been around, but also I used to, as you can see, model for IKEA. I'm looking forward to really helping take things to another level. Um, for those of you that don't know, so I'm a paramedic physician and EMS physician. There's basically, once you go to medical school, you go to undergrad, you go to medical school, you're a doctor, woo, do your specialty. Residency is your specialty, and I did a 4-year residency down in Miami Beach, in emergency medicine. After that, you can subspecialize and do a fellowship, and I've done 2 fellowships: wilderness and austere medicine, as well as EMS, and that's what first brought me to the city of Gainesville, where I did a 1-year fellowship, and that's when I started doing the physician response program, started things up. Met inadvertently Tower 2 for my first call, where everybody thought I was working for the FBI, but we'll get into that. I do have an extensive background. This year will be 24 or 25 years in EMS. I have started, so you know where I come from. I come from the streets. I'm still in the streets. I'm still a certified paramedic. But basically, I was an EMT in New Jersey, Mount Laurel and Cherry Hill, New Jersey, where I grew up. I went to the city of Pittsburgh and got my bachelor's in EMS and emergency medicine, and was doing a lot of work there. With the city of Pittsburgh, the Bureau of EMS does all the tech rescues, TRT, heavy rescue. What we call rescue down south, we just call ambulances or medic units up north. Nonetheless, after a bit, as well as a stint in Ireland and doing some international EMS, I finally decided I want to go to medical school, um, which was in San Francisco, then Miami, and I've been very active with Miami-Dade Fire Rescue throughout my residency and things beyond there. So where is it at now? So basically, I'm an EMS physician, all hazards physician. I'm very, very proud to have been selected to be able to work for you and with you as medical director for GFR. I am also medical director for a couple of smaller departments, Sanibel and Captiva. I am the medical director for Florida Task Force 1 Urban Search and Rescue. I do serve on, but I'm not the medical director of Task Force 6 because that's where I physically live full time. So I can be a deployable asset to the streets. And as you can see, also, I'm a venom response guru or toxinologist. So I'm the medical director for Venom 1 and Venom 2. Um, as a lot of you guys know that have been around for a bit, I am all about showing up on scene, doing active medical direction, but being there with my motto being, this is not my call. This is what I can do. But my motto is, I'm from the office of the medical director. How can I help? You guys know that I would show up in my response car on everything from lift assists to gas leaks to hazmats to shootings to MCIs. But basically, I'm a USAR fire and EMS physician with a lot of tech rescue background. I do serve as tactical also the Venom Response Unit, and then of course I am the medical director for Shark Week, as well as the other TV shows. So what am I, doing? GFR Gainesville Fire Rescue has a lot of history. This is Station One back in the day. For those of you that know Ashley Morrison, who works at the shed usually, sometimes at the KED, that's her dad in the right picture in 1968 over at Station Three. We have a lot of history and a lot of great things. Doesn't mean we're perfect. It doesn't mean we can't grow. We always can. But we have a lot of great history and tradition to honor. We continue to strive to grow and teach younger people and mentor other people, both in the department and out of the department. And that's something definitely to be very proud of, and for me to be able to come and take part in things, right? But we are Gainesville Fire Rescue. We are not Gainesville Fire Department. I think it's called Gainesville Fire Department up in Gainesville, Georgia. Nonetheless, we are Gainesville Fire Rescue, going back to 1882, right? So the whole point is look at our motto and our logo, saving life and property. And when you look up the definition of rescue in the dictionary, Webster's dictionary, it's to save someone or something from a distressing or dangerous situation. And the example they even put right there is firemen or firefighters were called out to rescue a man trapped in the river. Now, we do not only do wet stuff on hot stuff. That can get very technical. I'm very proud of everything from the firefighting side of what we do, but we are a full fire rescue department. So that means that anything, pulling somebody out or a mechanism, trauma, medical emergencies, cardiac arrest, strokes, we are rescuing them from a different situation. So it's important to remember that. And I hope it also motivates those of you that are EMTs to then want to move into paramedic roles. But EMTs also play a very important role, of course, in our medical branch of Gainesville Fire Rescue. And a majority of our calls are, in fact, medical in nature. Right. We do have an EMS steering committee, and I know and have gotten to know a lot of the trials and tribulations that they've gone through, but you have a bunch of great motivated people to help serve for R&D, to help figure things out and help me guide the department and help the department guide me to make different decisions and changes. Just because we have done certain things for a long time doesn't mean that it's the best way, doesn't mean that we can improve. In fact, one of my favorite mottos is screw status quo, right? And I'm not into making changes just for the sake of making changes, but if it's something that's going to help you and in turn to help the citizens and the visitors of Gainesville or whatever region we're called out to as a regional asset, then game on, let's do it, right? So this is the kind of the lead steering committee, and we have room for anybody else to go on. But of course, it doesn't only have to be through these people. I am an open door policy. If I had a physical office, I would take the doors off the hinges just to reiterate the fact that I do not close my door. So if you have any questions or any problems, a lot of you already know that you can reach out to me, but I really want to listen. I have 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. I want to listen to what's going on so we can make changes for better equipment, improved equipment. Maybe we have to change protocols. Maybe we have to add in new protocols. Maybe we need to just change how we dose the vials. I remember being on a call where in 24 plus years, the only time I've ever been punched in the face was when engine 2 was trying to pull up medicine from 2 milligram Versed bottles when we needed at least 5 milligrams to put somebody down. Things like that to keep you safe so you can keep doing all the awesome stuff that you continue to do. So kudos to these people, but also there's always room for more, and I welcome this. Right. So teamwork is dreamwork, right? So what can you expect from me? What can you request from me? And what do I expect from you? You can expect from me as much as possible. There's going to be times where I'm doing medical direction from out of town. I am not going to move back into town full time to work at Shands full time. However, I'm going to be specifically coming back into town to do specifically GFR work. I am always reachable. My phone's always on. In fact, a lot of you know that even though I haven't technically lived in town full time for going on to 2 years between the TV show and then moving south, but I'm still reachable and still coming to town. What can you expect from me? Two ears and one mouth. I want to know what's going on. I want to help you out. I want to continue to grow and not change just for the sake of change, which I'm being repetitive and redundant for some of this, but that's because it's really important, right? So you can expect for me to try and make sound decisions for you when needed, to advocate for you, to really just go to bat for you, right? And really, like I said, teamwork and dreamwork. What can you request from me? Whatever you need, whatever you want. I don't mind if you're in need for an active call to call me. If I You can text me. If I don't answer, call me. You can just go straight to calling. If there's a major call and you're like, do we need a surgeon? Do we need an EMS physician or one of the fellows to come out, or for me to respond? Fine. Just call me. We can FaceTime, do medical command like I did actually for the FIU bridge collapse. Um, do we need to review a call? Do you want to recognize somebody else for a job well done? A lot of this QA, QI stuff isn't just to find where people messed up, but it's also so that we can kind of recognize and do things in the attaboys and the attagirls as needed. We are actively working on looking at the protocols, look at computer stuff, computational, how to dictate or write the notes and everything like that. What else can you request from me? Anything. The world's the oyster. Actually, even just the other day, got a great phone call from one of our firefighter paramedics with another great idea for something that we can strive to a little bit later with a couple changes. Right? What do I expect from you? I expect from you the same hard work that you've always done, that I'm really proud to be considered part of the family to work with you with. And I expect that to continue. And I do expect you to grow with me and with the department. Okay, so we are not just firefighters, we are rescue technicians, however you want to consider that. So we do medical, we do fire, we do tech rescue. We are all hazards, all hands on deck, able to do some amazing things. So we're going to continue to do that. And if it needs to be something where there's a building collapse and the we'll get into it, tech rescue and some of the other things, that whole golden hour of trauma where, oh, we got to get somebody off scene within 10 minutes. That doesn't exist anymore. Right. So because the whole point of things is, especially with tech rescue, is to get access to the patient and then do what? Start providing care. For the most part, there's a lot of things that the ED is going to do the same thing, but be delayed compared to what you can do. So I expect you to start changing and being open to changing some of the way you think about things. Maybe not so much as don't worry about it, the ER can take care of it, or the hospital can take care of it, or, oh, we're so close, just let them do it. Oh, they're suffering in pain, but they can just give them pain medicine in the ER. We need to change some of those thought processes. But also I want you to change mine. So I expect hard work that I'm going to give to you also in turn. Right. So we are going to do a lot of continued education via EMS captain or steering committee and myself. We are still in the pandemic, so we'll have to modify things. I won't be responding in the fellow SUV, but we will continue to work with them. But if needed, I will continue to provide on-scene medical direction and oversight, FaceTime or in person. I can always shoot right up. I will be coming around to the station so we can do hands-on things like you can see here in the corner, making some changes. And basically, it's continued teamwork. It doesn't matter if we're a couple miles or a couple inches on the map away from each other. This is going to continue to be a great thing as you guys continue to grow. And I'm really excited to take part with this. I am always available. And we're working on figuring out exactly if I'll have a department email and what that's going to be. So you can stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, this here, there it is, down there. right? That's my cell phone. That's my mobile. It's on 24/7, right? My email. And then a lot of you also know for social media and things like that. So that's who I am. That's what I want to do. This is what I want you to do. I am really excited and really humbled. And again, thanks to Captain Braun and all the chiefs and you guys, Chief Rice, Chief Hillhouse, Chief Sutton, everybody that really basically went to bat with for me and decided for me. And I will not let you down. I'm excited to get things rolling, and I hope you all stay safe out there. And let me know if you want or need anything.